Tesla is often associated with developing its own products and improving them to meet the demands of the public. The company has been the unchallenged leader of the EV market for quite a while now, and based on the latest news, one would not be too hard-pressed to conclude that nothing would change that much in the years to come. Nevertheless, it would be an understatement to say that many extraordinary things are happening with Tesla's participation right now. Think new partnerships and much, much more. Let us explore this uncharted territory in this video. Welcome to another Business Automated video. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell. That way, when we post more content like this, you will get notified. Now, let's get back to our main topic. First and foremost, it is necessary to start with the Tesla-Samsung partnership. The South Korean company is well known around the globe, and the mutually beneficial partnership with Tesla is yet another page in its history. Elon Musk's company is now focusing its attention on autonomously driven vehicles, with a major imperative of providing its customers with a fully operational one. To this end, Tesla has signed a deal with Samsung stipulating joint work in order to produce a 5nm semiconductor. The semiconductor will be used for various functions, including but not limited to in-vehicle infotainment or master control systems. Samsung is based in South Korea, and it was there that the news was originally published. The report revealed Tesla's partnership with Samsung and added that they would employ the extreme ultraviolet process to manufacture these semiconductors. The deal between the two famous companies is not a surprise. Tesla and Samsung have already worked together previously. During 2016, they agreed to collaborate on developing a 14nm semiconductor and were successful. Instead of the extreme ultraviolet process though, the 14nm semiconductor was manufactured using the argon fluoride process. Samsung has been quite wise in their product promotions. Earlier, it introduced the 5nm semiconductor for mobile phones only. This primarily included the Exynos 2100. However, Samsung saw a shortage of semiconductors in the business market due to the most recent global events of 2020, which led them to the idea that they should develop the semiconductors for electric vehicles as well. The IVI system is getting prominent day by day in the electric vehicles market. Its future is bright, and investments from more electric vehicle manufacturing companies are expected to pour in during the next few months. However, Tesla loves to supply its customers with its own products. It is highly likely that even with the partnership in place, Tesla will somehow customize the semiconductors and use them under their own brand name. Tesla will eventually develop into a much upgraded version of their current selves. However, all their recent success is attributed to the most prominent event of the world in 2020. The company made record sales in the last quarter of 2020 to catch up with its targets. Recently, they have released a detailed report on it. The key points of the report are as following. In the last quarter of 2020, the company's operating cash flow, less capital expenditures, was $2.8 billion. Tesla's cash holdings rose to $19.4 billion. The free cash flow in the last quarter of 2020 was $1.9 billion. Tesla stated that the last year was challenging for them and they had to face many unforeseen problems. So have all of us, right? However, the company, due to the sheer dedication of its workers, met the targets successfully. Furthermore, Tesla achieved a 6.3% operating margin, which would not have been possible without the chain network that Tesla had developed. The company had a net GAAP income of $721 million throughout 2020, while its non-GAAP income stood at $2.5 billion. Talking about the fourth quarter, Tesla had a $270 million GAAP income and a non-GAAP income of $903 million. Tesla witnessed the operating margin increase of 5.4%, and CBC expenses were worth $633 million only in the fourth quarter. In the added comments, the company further stated that they had successfully ramped Model 3 in China. They also started producing Model Y in China after a year of their factory construction in Shanghai. The report stated that overall, the 2020 was crucial for the company and lived up to its expectations. The company's roadmap had many destinations marked as successfully reached. Still, Tesla is looking into a prosperous future with increased profitability. A total revenue of $10.7 billion was generated in the fourth quarter. The Wall Street had expected Tesla's revenue to be around $10.3 billion. Tesla stated that the revenue increase in 2020 was 46% more than that of the previous year. The company saw its vehicles' average prices drop by 11%. This is mostly attributed to the sales of Model Y and Model 3. Previously, Model X and Model S were the best-selling vehicles. However, the trend shifted towards the cheaper versions, which was cited as the main reason behind the 11% decrease in prices. The shareholders benefited in the last quarter of 2020. Every non-GAAP share earned 80 cents. However, this was a bit lower than what the Wall Street expected, with their forecasting a gain of $1.04 per share for Tesla. Estimates had predicted an income of more than $1 per share too. Alongside these details, many new upgrades and updates have been unveiled for the public. The most important of these features are brought to the refreshed Model S and Model X. However, it is the teaser for Model S Plaid that has the car enthusiasts and fans worldwide talking non-stop. The new features are surely eye-catching and targeting a wide range of audience. Let us have a glance at those. Tesla has taken a step forward into ensuring that the drivers are actually kept entertained everywhere at every time. The current update is that the company will introduce a central 2200 by 1300 screen that will feature a combination of ultra-bright colors combined with an ability to tilt it right or left. The second screen will be located in the front of the driver and will provide him or her with the necessary information during the ride. The third screen will be for the passengers sitting in the rear seats. Gaming in a car? Probably something we've all wished for during long rides. Well, Tesla is always bringing up features that make journeys easier for us. In the recent updates, Tesla Arcade will be providing its users with fresh gaming experiences. The Tesla Arcade has a processing power of 10 teraflops, which equals any other console that we use for gaming today. Furthermore, to facilitate the gaming features, Tesla has made possible the use of wireless controllers, and now you can enjoy playing the games from any seat inside the vehicle. The need for physical vents has vanished as Tesla has introduced modern methods of controlling the climate. The users can now keep the temperatures at the desired range through the display screen. On a hot day, you'd like the temperatures to decrease a bit. It has now been made possible through Tesla's cabin overheat protection. The feature will cool the internal cabin and keep the temperatures low. However, on a cool day, you would like to have some heat flowing in. No need to worry. The preconditioning system is designed to keep the inner part of the vehicle warm throughout your journey. This feature will also allow users to attain the maximum range possible, even in the cold weather. Yoke steering is renowned for the smooth driving experience it provides. The Model S Plaid will be utilizing the yoke steering in its functioning. It will lack the stalks and the shifting. Thus, the driving will be undisturbed and calm. Who doesn't love the look of the ever-changing sky during the long drives? Tesla has previously worked on optimizing the core of its vehicle. Now, it is working on the user experience and aesthetic preferences that prove to be the difference makers if one is to select between Tesla and a car from any rival company. A new glass roof has been introduced to the upcoming Model S Plaid, ensuring that the users get a clear view of the sky. The glass roof also filters the infrared and ultraviolet lights. This will prevent the inner side of the cabin from heating. Another exciting feature is that the glass does not provide any glare. Even if the sun is right above the vehicle, there will still be no glares. The passengers sitting in the back will also be provided with a mini screen so that they won't be deprived of the facilities that those at the front seats are enjoying. These screens will be used to control the climate at the rear side as well. Overall, Tesla has focused primarily on enhancing the experience during the drive. Factors like range, batteries, and recharge time haven't yet been upgraded, but the external features that mostly attract the enthusiastic buyers have. These features will definitely play a vital role in elevating the sales that Tesla will have in the later part of 2021. Make sure to check out one of the videos shown on your screen right now. You can also go to our Business Automated channel profile to see if we have posted another video update on this topic. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you on another Business Automated video.